Welcome to Endurance Noise and Random Musings. It is Friday night, April 2nd, 2021, here in Bakersfield, California, 7:40 in the evening. On to my Instagram. Last night, just before I went to sleep, I saw that Candace posted that she's going after the Arizona Trail Adventure again. She was out there last year, and it kind of got cut short because of COVID. She says, you can follow updates on my 800-mile Arizona Trail Adventure here on IG Stories. I'll try and post updates once a day as long as I have reception and battery. My live tracking is private and won't be shared here, but it has been shared with some people in the community and my family and friends. Doing the whole trail solo and self-supported, no crew or outside support other than my resupplies along the way. As my coach, Addy Do Stuff, says, will be lots of ups and downs, and let's just cherish it all and eat no matter what. And as I say, wow, this pack is heavy. Hugs and love to those wonderful community. Thank you all for your generous and kind well wishes. Yeah, ultra running, she's one of those shoes. And that's a good thing. She definitely wouldn't want to have it public, because I guarantee people would go out there and find her and bother her. So good luck to Candace. She puts on those amazing Tahoe 200 races that I've crewed and paced at. And I hear the Moab's pretty amazing too. So be good, interesting to follow along and see how she does. This morning, of course, it's Good Friday. I was doing a workout, and these people every year do they're out there. And so I saw them. And then my workout this morning, just 5 miles, pretty dang slow. Not really sure what was going on there. This coming next weekend is Blue Beyond Limits Ultra. It's always around this time of year, even with COVID. It got postponed last year, and then they moved to the fall. And this is from 2014, so I think it was like the second year I went there. I went there 2013 as well. Sound Running showing some live track meets. And here's the Evil Twin doing her thing. But her buddy Robert there, he runs lots of half marathons and 50Ks. And of course, the Jester with the tutu. There he is on the sandy part of the section where you kind of run along this old creek bed. And I'm not sure I remember this lady. I like this lady, though. And a lot of the women in the race, they change outfits throughout the race. And this is probably the second or third outfit she had on at the race. And then there's old Catra flying by me. She was doing, I believe, they had this relentless course. We're off to the right. She went off into climbed up this hill and back down instead of just doing the 2-mile regular loop. And another gal there coming out of the forest. And then, of course, there's Patrick Sweeney, fast guy. He's the guy who puts on the Ultra Beer Miles. Always love seeing Patrick at races. Beyond Limits start-finish line. And my buddy Stacy Costa, who I've coached and crewed at many a 24-hour race. She has a 131-mile PR, and she wins a lot of these 100-mile, 24-hour races out here in Southern California. And Diego Diaz of McFarland fame, really fast 100-mile runner. And if you see the guy off to his right, my left, that's Joe Fegis, the 6-day holder at 6:06, the only American to do over 600 miles. And he was there this year and ran the race. I can't remember which one he ran. And he also did a presentation the day before. In fact, kind of go up here. There's my buddy Mark, big guy, 6'4" or something, 300. And he did a 50K one year. Following year, he came back and did 50 miles. No, he did 50 miles, 100K, and then finished up a 100-miler. I think here he was going for a 50-mile finish. Great guy. And some other people here. There's the picture of Joe. He loves wearing that little hat there. And there he is with a smile on. And the Jester, of course, as well. And there's kind of coming out of the woods there. So that is Beyond Limits. Came home from my workout, and there's dear Molly looking for treats. She's learned she jumped up in this chair and tries to get on the table to find treats outdoors in her backyard. Just kind of one of my workout. I put out these videos kind of on Reels, just showing pictures I took in the morning. Here was my, obviously, sunrise one. And then this one was another one. Let me go here. Whoops. Dang it. This is the Bluffs from back in 2013. Everybody's commenting who's from Bakersfield going, wow, it's green. Because 8 years ago, we used to actually get rain. We have not got much rain this year. It's kind of unfortunate. And then, of course, I also reposted the Bakersfield Marathon, which is coming back November 14th. I like the race. I'd like to do the marathon more often, but I'm so slow that I'm way in the back because mile 10 runs right in front of my house. And it's kind of fun to run the race with all my neighbors checking it out. And then this one was kind of cool. I almost thought about doing this one. Badwater 267 Virtual Race Elite, 267 miles. But they only get 90 hours to do it, and that's pretty quick. So they're doing it on the Strava, and should be interesting to cover that as well. And then California International Marathon. you want to run fast, sign up as April 6th. It's in Sacramento in December. The weather sometimes can be kind of funky, though, so it can kind of be rainy, but I saw a video, I guess it must have been 2019, and tons of people trying to get marathon Olympic qualifying, U.S. qualifying times, and there was just a train of men and a pack of women, and all of them wearing the Nike super shoes, too, as well. It was kind of entertaining. And then this afternoon, I didn't do my 14 miles today, kind of backed off because I got a 5K tomorrow. So I just did 3 miles on the old Swift app. So that was my day on there. I've had a podcast since October of 2018. Some reason it's not getting sent out to various organizations, and I tried to work with Anchor. They just sent me emails. It didn't really helpful. And so what I did was I just kind of started over. So my old podcasts are there. You kind of have to look for them because for some reason they go to some places but not others. But the main problem was they weren't going to Apple. So kind of changed it up. Got a new name, Keeping Up with the Kilometers, and you can check out the podcast. Basically just the audio version of my YouTube videos. Let's go on to some more endurance news. My Twitter. And this one was kind of interesting. I love watching Jonathan Galt, great reporter for Let's Run. He says, I haven't got my COVID vaccine yet, but I'm very confused which things I'm supposed to block out and when I tweet out my card, which seems to be a requirement for receiving the shot. Every tweet I see, someone is blocking out something different. And that's definitely true. I know I got my card and I was like, it's just got my name and it doesn't really have any too revealing, but who knows? This is kind of like here. I'd like bring back the mile. It says, on this day in 1955, mile legend Wes Santee sets another U.S. mile record, just missing America's first sub-4 with a 4 minutes, 0.5 clocking at the Texas Relays. Wow. The last of his 4 outdoor U.S. mile records over an approximate 2-year period. And there's a Kansas, which is where Jim Ryan ultimately also ran. So, man, imagine just barely missing. And I think it was 1954 when Roger Bannister was the first person to break 4 minutes. So would have been nice to see that guy get it. And then Let's Run's got an article, everything you need to know about pro running and our U.S. Olympic distance picks. This week's pod is here. Definitely recommend listening to that. Fukuoka Marathon's been canceled, unfortunately, so that's kind of a drag. I like this one. No series looking at a total low could be complete without an examination of the main mechanism by which the body repairs itself and recovers. Sleep. And man, like I said, my eyes are killing me right now. I've been up since 1. I don't know why I'm not sleeping. I'm taking little naps here and there, but the old Fitbit's measuring about 3 hours of sleep instead of 6. It's not been good. Training Peaks I use as one of my, for my own training and my athletes training. I really like the program. It's great when they're people they tell me I should follow. The God Pod, been listening to that. Been on the Clubhouse, and God, aka Seth Rogen, is pretty dang entertaining on there. And then the University of Utah's Whitney Hessler wins the first race at revamped Hayward Field, running a 1,500 in a personal best of 4:28. Yep, it's the first time the place has been closed up for like over a year and a half. They got it all renovated, so congratulations to her. And it's going to be fun to be able to see meets. That's where the Olympic trials will be. And my Instagram is definitely full of athletes who didn't make the Olympic team, training hard to try and make the 5K, 10K team. And it's going to be pretty dang tough to make those teams, I bet. And then we'll just go to my Fitbit data real quick here. Did a little less today. Fitbit says I got 13 miles. Of course, I don't count the Fitbit miles, I count the Strava miles. So now I'm like 4 or 5 miles off of 100 pace, so we shall see what I get done after tomorrow. Do the 5K. Resting heart rate, still dang high. It's just not wanting to go back to the levels it used to be pre my COVID shot. Thank you, Pfizer. There you go, sleep 256. Man, it's not happening. Those are the sleep score. I've only got like sleep score occasionally. And, it's like I said, I'm like, here's my sleep of the past week, but the past 3 months. And you can see that big drop. That's when I got the Pfizer shot. It may just be coincidence, but man, I'll tell you, it's just messed up my sleep for some reason because nothing else has changed really. And the old exercise here on the top. I was running, I thought, on my treadmill, but according to Fitbit, my heart rate was low and I wasn't running. So 48 ounces of water again, but I'm going to be filling it up just now. I'm probably drinking most of it before I hit the sack. So I'll get 72. Goal is 96 ounces. My good friend Tim, who runs Fit for Life Boot Camp, says you try and drink half your weight in water. Of course, that'd be like 125, 130 ounces, which would be a lot of water. So I do drink other drinks, mainly Diet Cokes, Diet Pepsis, that type of stuff. So that is about it. We've got the Clubhouse, and my upcoming ones are, we've got Tracy and I are going to be doing Keeping Up with the Kilometers. Tracy B, any noise? Let's talk about our week of training and upcoming goals, both short and long term, and invite others is what we're up there. So if you're on there, come join us. And then Monday mornings, Ed and I are usually doing a show, and I called it Ultra Running 101, Andy and the Jester, and we'll be recording that to put it out so the rest of the world can hear it. Here on Clubhouse, you have to tell people that you're re-recording it because you can't record audio. You can get in big trouble, so that's the way it works. So that is Endurance News and Random Musings for Friday, April 2nd. Please hit the subscribe button if you could. And as always, stay healthy, be boring.